Yes. Hi guys. Good evening to all of you. Yes. Can you hear me? Hello. Yes, guys. Good evening. Can you hear me? Anyone? Can you please respond? Yes. I think my screen is visible. I hope for everyone my screen is visible and my voice also audible. 1 second. Let me close all this. Okay. So I hope for everyone my screen is visible. My voice also audible. Okay. Fine. Yes. Yes, anyone unable to hear me, just you have to rejoin. Yes, if anyone unable to, anyone unable to hear me, just rejoin. Rejoin into session. Just rejoin into session. That's it. That is solution simply here. Rejoin into session. If anyone unable to hear me, just rejoin into session. Okay. Simple solution that is. Yeah. So fine. So let us start our session. So first of all, about myself. Yes, introduction about myself. Yeah, this is Nageshwara. Yes, well-known trainer for Hadoop in Hyderabad. Okay, most famous. Okay, this is Nageshwara, having 23 years of experience. 23 years of experience in software field here. Yes, since 2013, I'm working on Hadoop and big data. My most of the career in Java and frameworks and all this. Yes, 2013 started working on Hadoop. So because of Java background, I switched to Hadoop here. Started working on Hadoop here. My most of the experience Java, yes, big data Hadoop and Linux. This area next to Python. So Python also using for big data processing. Java, Hadoop, big data, Linux, Python. Okay. Yes, currently I'm working as my position, my role, solution architect. Solution architect. Solution architect for Diebold. Diebold. Yeah, this is Diebold. It's ATM machines manufacturing industry. Just you can check in Google. Solution architect for Diebold. It's US based company. Okay, in Hyderabad IT division in Hyderabad. It's a ATM machines manufacturing industry. Okay. Yes, there we are working on Hadoop projects. Yes, 2013 started with Hadoop and big data. Okay. So currently working companies Diebold, solution architect for Diebold. Okay. So morning one batch, evening one batch I'm taking on Hadoop. Yes, other times all this, yes, office work. Okay, morning, yes, morning 8 o'clock I'm taking one class. Next night 9 o'clock taking another batch. 2 batches. Next one more batch Linux also taking. 2 Hadoop batches for Linux batch I'm taking care. Rest of the time whole day office work. Okay. Yes, actually teaching is somewhat interest. So because of that interest I'm taking care of these classes. Yes, lot of experience in Hadoop big data. Yes, lot of experience. Next 1 second. Yes, Spark and Scala. Another one, Spark and Scala. See, on Hadoop and big data, 4 projects completed. Hadoop and big data, 4 projects completed. 4 projects on this. 4 projects completed. Next is Spark and Scala. Yes, 2018 started working on Spark and Scala. So 2018 Spark and Scala 2018 recently started. Yes, Spark and Scala hardly 2.5 years of experience, not more than that. Because Spark and Scala, Spark came to India in 2017. In 2018 started working. Okay, Spark and Scala 2 projects. Yes, one project completed. One project completed. Okay, next another project is going on. Current projects. Another project working here. Another project now going on. Going on. So another project going on now here. This is okay. So Hadoop, yes, big data 4 projects. In 4 projects here, what type of data we worked here? SCM data, supply chain management data. Yes, Diebold, it's the ATM machines manufacturing industry. They have the supply chain management module. Oracle ERP. They are using Oracle ERP for this data, supply chain management data here. Like purchasing, next warehousing, manufacturing department, production department, quality control, for all the departments, lot of data generating here. So for that, using Hadoop to process that big data, we are using Hadoop. Okay. SCM, supply chain management. These first projects. SCM first projects. SCM implementation in Hadoop. So this is first projects. First one. Next second one, HRMS. Yes, human resource management system, HRMS. So this is second project. Diebold human resources management here. Next CRM, customer relationship management model here. That also implemented Hadoop here. So this is third project. CRM. Next after CRM, next Diebold assets, that company assets. Another one, company assets is a fourth module. Is a fourth project. First project is SCM data. Second project, yes, HRMS data. Third project, CRM data. Next, assets module. Fourth projects. These 4 projects were completed on Hadoop and big data. Correct? Spark and Scala. See, 1 second. So SCM data, this is a Hadoop 1.x version. SCM projects. Next, this one also 1.x version. Yes, next this project are 2.x version here. Next this project also in second version of Hadoop. Second version. Okay. So these 2 things first version, these 2 things are second version of Hadoop. Okay. Now Spark and Scala. What is Spark and Scala project? First project. Spark and Scala first one. Yeah, this SCM, this migration project. Yes, SCM migration project. It's a migration project. Just it's a migration project. We are migrating the Spark and Scala. Yes, this SCM project was developed in Hadoop 1.x version. Yes, here because of huge amount of data, yes, that project is migrated to Spark engine, migrated to Spark. Okay, Spark framework. Like Hadoop, there is a Spark framework, migrated to Spark. Okay. Next, here second one, not second one, CRM project. This is we are now migrating. Yes, current project, second project in Spark and Scala, SCM. So this is second project, SCM and CRM. This project we are migrating to this is CRM migration project to Spark framework. This is we are migrating this because they are important modules for the Diebold company. Supply chain management, completed migration into Spark framework. Next, second one, CRM. Now we are working on CRM project here, customer relationship module. On this module working here, we are using Spark framework. Okay, fine. Yeah, that's all about my experience. Lot of experience, 20 years of career. 20 years of career in the software field, Java, Hadoop, big data, Linux area. That's all about myself. Okay. Yes, now let us come to course plan. Let me explain about course plan. So first, course contents. What are the course contents we are going to discuss? Yes, course contents. So what are the course contents covering here? Course contents. Course contents in that first Hadoop core modules going to cover. Hadoop core modules. In core modules, first one HDFS, second one MapReduce. HDFS and MapReduce. Yes, first of all, Hadoop core modules, HDFS and MapReduce. HDFS and MapReduce. Okay. Yes, HDFS and MapReduce. 1 second. Yes, next, after finishing this one here, next Hadoop ecosystems. Hadoop ecosystems. Hadoop ecosystems. In ecosystems, first one Hive. Hadoop ecosystems. In ecosystems, first one is Hive. Okay. Yes, course contents, Hadoop core modules, HDFS, MapReduce. After finishing these two modules here, next Hadoop ecosystems, Hive. After finishing Hive, next is Scoop. Yes, after Scoop, next is Pig. Pig. After Pig, next HBase. HBase. After HBase, next Hive, Scoop, Pig, HBase, next is Flume. Flume. Yes, after Flume, next Zookeeper. Is that monitoring tool here? Zookeeper, these things here. They are the ecosystems. Yes, after this, next one, AWS. Yes, with AWS configuration, how to implement Hadoop here? Yes, AWS EC2 instance. Okay, next, relational database service. AWS EC2 for Hadoop, AWS RDS for Hadoop here. Next, EMR instance, Elastic MapReduce. Okay, EC2, RDS, EMR, Elastic MapReduce. It's AWS in cloud environment. In cloud environment, how to implement your Hadoop here? Yes, cloud computing in the AWS clouds. In that, how to set up your Hadoop and all this. Okay, these things we will discuss. So these are the complete topics here. HDFS, MapReduce and all this. 1 second. Let me show the course contents. Yes, even you can download from the site also, Durga website. Yes, online training classes website. Go to that website, you can download from that. See, this is course contents. Hadoop. Okay. Yes, what are the Hadoop roles? Big data, types of data, big data technology, big data challenges, data processing here. Yes, what is Hadoop here? What are the benefits of Hadoop? Yes, Hadoop is it for what? Yes, history of different Hadoop versions, 1.x, second version, third version here, Cloudera Hadoop here. Yes, next. Yes, different distributions of Hadoop here. Yes, Hadoop architecture, these things. Next, Hadoop file system, Windows, Linux, and Hadoop file system. Next, features of Hadoop here. Hadoop cluster architecture, 1.x and 2.x here, Cloudera Hadoop here. Here, distributed data storage and all this. Distributed data processing here. Data storage, next, this is. So all the concepts here, this is. All of these things. Yes, very in-depth covering this is. Lot of topics. Very in-depth covering here. Okay. Yes, next. Is it development? Next, admin. After finishing development, next Hadoop administration also. Yes, 50% of Hadoop administration also covering here. Most focus is developer area. Next, apart from admin area also focusing. Okay, so admin area this is. In Hadoop administration, how to set up 1.x and 2.x version here. Hadoop setups. Next, Hive setups. HBase setup here. Zookeeper setup. Scoop setup. Next, Pig setup. Flume and all these things here. Yes, all of these things. Okay, so these are the course contents. This much of modules we are covering. Okay, yes, very depth. Just you can download that, otherwise I can share you. Yeah, this one I can share you, no worry. Okay, right, next. So about, okay, course contents, okay. Next, someone maybe some doubts. Yes, what are the prerequisites here? Prerequisites. prerequisites for Hadoop here. For Hadoop prerequisites. What are the prerequisites are required here? First of all, Linux required. Linux in-depth is not required. Basics of Linux is okay. Basics. Linux basics required. Okay. 1 second. If anyone yes, if anyone unable to hear me, please rejoin in session. Yes, someone showing offline. Okay. If anyone unable to hear me, please rejoin. Okay. Yes, in your member, someone showing offline, that offline guy, please. If anyone unable to hear me, rejoin the session. Just rejoin simply. Just rejoin. Just rejoin the session. Okay. Now, what is prerequisite for Hadoop? Yes, Linux basics. Okay. Linux basics. Okay. Yes, next. SQL basics. SQL basics. Okay, Linux basics and SQL basics. Okay, right? These things mainly important here. So Linux basics required, SQL basics required. These two are mandatory. Basics in-depth is not necessary here. Yes, in case of SQL basics here, just what is select query, how to select query, next step. 1 second. Create query. Yes, creation of tables. Yes, create query, select query. Next, how is where class. Next, order by. Yes, where class. Yes, order by. Next, yes, group by. This next, giants enough. Yes, nothing extra, only this much is enough here. Create, select, where, order by, group by, giants, only that much. Yes, Linux basics here, just commands, some basic commands. Okay, basic commands like creation of directories, creation of files, only that concepts enough here. Okay, next, Linux environment. Of course, before going to Hadoop, I'll explain some concepts about Linux base. Linux base concepts I'll explain here. After that, I'll go to Hadoop. Linux, some shell variables concept required. So before going to Hadoop here, Linux orientation classes. 4 classes I can give you Linux orientation. After that, I'll go to Hadoop. So next, SQL basics. Yeah, these are enough here. Of course, at the time of explaining, at the time of using these commands, I'll explain it here. Okay, in Hadoop, there are also Hive. Yes, Hive. This Hive using all these SQL queries. Yes, in Hive itself, I'll explain. Suppose if you have this knowledge, then well and good. Well and good. Next, Java. Yes, it's not mandatory, optional here. Java optional. It's not required here. Java not required. Reason. See, this is a MapReduce. For MapReduce parts, Java required. But MapReduce outdated. No one is using. Yes, in case of MapReduce, now using Spark and Scala. Yes, companies are using, focusing on Spark and Scala. Okay. So this MapReduce replaced by Spark and Scala. So MapReduce is not necessary here. Yes, of course, I'll give the MapReduce orientation also. MapReduce I'll take 1 week. Yes, MapReduce, no one asking. Since last 2 years, no one asking MapReduce. In case of MapReduce, everyone is asking Spark and Scala. If you have the Spark and Scala, this is not required. MapReduce is not necessary. Okay, of course, I'll take 1 week classes on MapReduce here. 1 week classes on MapReduce. Why 1 week class on MapReduce here? Just idea purpose. What is MapReduce? Just idea purpose. I'll explain 1 week classes on MapReduce. Okay. Yes, HDFS, this part is for almost introduction knowledge. 2 weeks will be taken here. HDFS part. Okay. So HDFS part 2 weeks. Yes, 1 second. Before that, we have one more. First, in initially big data concepts here. First, big data concepts. Yes, after finishing big data concepts, next going to Hadoop here. Big data concepts. Yes, first 2 weeks. Yes, first 2 weeks big data concepts. First 2 weeks big data concepts here. HDFS, and this is 2 weeks. Yes, next ecosystems. This is 4 weeks totally here. All these 6 things are 4 weeks. Will be taken for 4 weeks. 4 weeks. Next, this is for 1 week. 1 week topic. This is so 1 week. So 4 plus 1, 5 plus 4, 9 weeks. So around 50 to 60 days. Yes, maximum 60, not more than this. Maximum I'll try to finish within 50 days. So total duration of the course 50 to 60 days. 50 to 60 days. Okay. Yes, Monday to Saturday class. Monday to Saturday class. So duration 50 to 60 days. How do you get Monday to Saturday class? Next, Spark and Scala, it's a different course. Spark and Scala, this another 45 days. This is another 45 days. Spark and Scala, another 45 days. This is okay. Spark and Scala, another 45 days. Yes, Hadoop 50 to 60 days. This is taking. Okay. Yes, 1 second. 1 second. Okay. Fine. Yes. So this is a course plan here. See, I'll show that all the sessions. Hadoop, world match recordings. Yes, almost 50 sessions. Yes, around 45 to 50 sessions. Hadoop here. Next, Spark and Scala. Spark. Yes, recently completed 36 sessions. 36 sessions and 2 more sessions are there for them. Almost complete batch here at the end. 40 sessions. Spark and Scala, 40 sessions. This is Spark and Scala. 40 sessions. It's a 40 sessions. Okay. So this is course plan. Yes, now this batch is Hadoop batch. Spark and Scala after 3 or 4 weeks I will start. You can do parallelly also. Yes, once 50% of Hadoop finished here, you can start Spark and Scala parallelly. Okay. Yes. So this is about course plan. Course contents, all this. So first big data concepts here. After finishing big data concepts, next Hadoop core modules. Next Hadoop ecosystems, all this here. Yes, after that. Next, these are the prerequisites. Okay, Java is not necessary here. No worry, Java here. Linux basics, SQL basics are required. They are required mandatory here. Spark and Scala taking for 45 days. So this is about course plan. Okay. Yes, any doubts? Yes, any doubts regarding course content? If no doubts, we'll start actual topic. Yes, today I will give the introduction about big data. What is big data? What is Hadoop? Today I will give the introduction. No doubts? Yes. Okay. If no doubts, yes, let me introduce this Hadoop. Yes, we'll start up. Okay. Yes. So first of all, what is Hadoop? The question. What is Hadoop? Here, totally 50 plus 5 years, around 3 months. Around 3 months. Yes, if you attending parallelly, then you can finish in 2 months. Attending parallelly, it's a 2 months, 2 months. One after another one is 3 months will be taken here. Will be taken for 3 months. Okay. Yes, if you attending parallelly, 2 months enough. Attending parallelly, 2 months enough here. Okay. So one after another one means maybe 3 months will be taken care. Yes. What is Hadoop? Yes. Now let me introduce what is Hadoop. Today just I'll give you the introduction to Hadoop. What is Hadoop? Yes, Hadoop is an open source. Hadoop is an open source framework. Hadoop is an open source framework. Hadoop is an open source framework to store, to store and process big data. Simple answer here. What is Hadoop? Hadoop here. Simply answer like this. What is Hadoop means? Hadoop is an open source framework to store and process big data. Now here, doubt what is open source? So next, what is open source? That is doubt here. What is open source? First question. Next question here. What is framework? Is another question. So what is framework? What is framework? Is another question. Next, big data. What is big data? This is another question here. What is big data? What is big data, right? These are the three doubts in this. What is Hadoop means? What is Hadoop? Hadoop is an open source framework to store and process big data. Okay, fine. Now this first point, what is open source? What is framework? What is big data? Let's think here. First, let us see about this. What is open source? What is open source? Yes, how to answer this? What is open source? Yes, let us see. What is open source? What is open source? There are two things. There are two things. Freeware and open source. Freeware and open source. So what is freeware? What is open source? Freeware, open source, both are not same. Freeware is different. Open source is different here. I think you might have heard about these words here. Freeware, open source, common words in software field. Commonly used words. Okay. So what is freeware? Let us say about what is freeware here. What is freeware? What is open source? Freeware. Freeware means, see, it can be downloaded. It can be downloaded. Freeware, it can be downloaded. Freeware can be downloaded. Yes, downloaded at free of cost. It can be downloaded and used at free of cost. Free of cost. Free of cost. But it cannot be modified. But it cannot be modified. We can't modify it. Cannot be modified. It cannot be modified. We can't modify this. It cannot be modified. It cannot be modified. Freeware. It can be downloaded and used at free of cost, but it cannot be modified. See, for example here, for example, suppose Putty. Putty, it's a software. It's a one tool. This tool you can use. Free of cost you can use. There's no licensing, nothing here. It's a free of cost level, free of cost you can use. But its features you can't modify. Its features cannot be modified. Okay. One more example, WinSCP. This is one more tool. This tool you can use. These are freewares. Freewares, free of cost you can use. Yet free of cost you can use. Okay, but these things cannot be modified. Its features cannot be modified. Its features cannot be modified. So this is called a freeware. They are the freewares. Next, what is open source? So what is open source? See, open source, this is also free of cost available. It can be downloaded. Yes, including its source codes. Including its source codes. Including its source codes. Source code at free of cost. at free of cost. At free of cost. So what is open source? Download it, including its source code at free of cost. So what is source codes? Let's see. What does it mean? Source code means what? Source code means Hadoop developed in Java. See, Hadoop developed in Java. All the Java programs you can download it. Suppose, for example, Linux is also open source. Linux is open source. Hadoop is open source. Okay. In case of Linux, Linux was developed in C language. All the C programs you can download and you can modify. Next, you can rebuild your Linux base and release market here because of its open source here. Hadoop is open source. Yes, Hadoop developed in Java. See, Hadoop developed in Java. All the Java programs you can download. All the Java programs you can download and you can rebuild. You can rebuild. You can use yourself, or else you can sell in the market here. You can make it business also. You can make it business. Yeah, that is called open source. If you're able to modify, that is called open source. If you're able to modify, that feature is called as open source. Okay. Freeware and open source both are not same here. Freeware means these can be downloaded and used at free of cost. At free of cost without any license. Nothing to pay here. When you come to open source, yes, open source also can be downloaded, but including source code. Download it. Open source can be downloaded, including its source code. And yes, at free of cost, and also can be modified here. And also can be modified. Also can be modified. You can modify it here. Yes, and also can be modified here. Yes, downloading complete source code and you can modify. Next, you can add some more features. Just you can add some more features to that. Just add some more features. Okay, maybe using yourself for your company. Maybe you can sell in the market also. Yes, you can redistribute. That can be redistributed. That is nothing but open source. So now, how do you open source? That means Hadoop can be downloaded, including source code. That all the Java programs, beginning of Hadoop, all Java programs are available here. You can download all the Java programs and you can change its features. You can modify. Next, you can redistribute the market here. You can redistribute in the market. Okay, you can redistribute in the market. That is nothing but open source. So Hadoop is a open source. Yes, Hadoop is a open source, means Hadoop can be downloaded including source code and its features can be modified. Its features can be modified and you can redistribute in the market here. So this is the meaning of open source. Right, okay. Next, what is framework? What is framework? So what is framework? So what is framework? Yes, framework means it is ready-made one. Framework means ready-made one. Ready-made one. Yes, ready to use. Ready-made one, ready to use here. Ready-made one, ready to use. Framework. Yes. What is framework? Framework means ready-made one, ready to use. Yes, Hadoop. Coding is not necessary. Without any coding, directly you can use Hadoop here by using some queries. Hadoop is having its own language here, own queries here. Using that queries, you can develop JavaScript. Much coding is not necessary. It's ready-made one. It's a framework. Framework means ready-made one. Frameworks. In Java, there are different frameworks. Like Spring framework is available. Hibernate framework is there here. Okay, next Hadoop framework, right? All the frameworks are predefined. Ready-made one, ready to use. Ready-made one, ready to use. These frameworks are ready-made one. Okay, right? Even .NET framework also ready-made one, right? Framework means, framework in the sense means ready-made one, ready to use. Without any coding, directly you can use it here. Okay, with frameworks, here advantage of frameworks is to reduce the coding. Yes, lot of coding will be reducing, plus even development time also will be reduced here. Development time also will be reduced here. That is advantage of framework here. So framework is a ready-made one and ready to use. That is about framework. Next, what is big data? Next question, big data. Okay, right? So what is Hadoop? Hadoop is an open source framework to store and process big data. So what is open source means? Yes, it can be downloaded including source code and it's modified. If you're able to modify, that is called open source. Framework means ready-made one. Now here, what is big data? Next question is what is big data? What is big data? So how to answer this one here? What is big data? 1 second. Let me take Word document. Yes, what is big data? Question is, what is big data? What is big data? How to answer this? Yes, big data means really it's a big one. Yes, how it is big data? What is big data? Let us see here. Let us see. For example, here, yes, there is a company. There's a company with data storage capacity of 100 TB. Yes, there is a company with data storage capacity of 100 TB. Data storage capacity of 100 TB. Okay, suppose 100 TB server, terabytes, 100 terabytes of data. Okay, suppose company started just 5 years ago. Company started 5 years ago. Maybe 2015 company started. 2015 company started. Yes, at the time of starting, at beginning, startup company, maybe less business, less number of transactions, generating less data. 2015 very less amount of data. That all the data storing inside of servers. So first year transactions, 2015 transactions. Next year 2016. Yes, next year maybe yes. In long run, business increasing rates. 2015 year, quality service. Providing quality service, maybe business increasing. 2016 more business. Now 2016 data also storing database. Next 2017 more and more business because of quality service here. The business increasing here, customers are increasing here, data also increasing rates. Okay, everything increasing rates. 2017, so 2018, yes, 2019, like this. Yes, that business is growing, automatic data also, yes, lot of data generating rates. Suppose when reach to 2020, this server filled. That 100 TB server filled here. This capacity is 100 TB. Yeah, this capacity 100 TB. That all that 100 TB is filled here. No space available. Still data generating. That 100 TB server filled, but still data generating. That means the data is more than that available space, right? More than the capacity. That means now company facing big data problem. What's the capacity here? Only 100 TB, but still data is there. Data generating here. Okay, data generating. So whatever data is generating, that is more than the capacity of server here. So company facing a big data problem. Company facing big data problem. That means whatever data coming here, the data generating, that is beyond of storage capacity. More than the storage capacity, data generating. That kind of data is called big data. So what is big data? What is big data? So any amount of data generating here, yes, that is beyond of storage limits. If it is beyond of storage limit, data, whatever data generating, the data beyond the storage limits is called as big data. Now this case, suppose reaching to after 2019 here, yes, this server filled, space filled, no space, space is not available. That means company facing big data problem. Yes, I'll tell you one more example. One more example. Yes, let us take your laptop. Suppose you have laptop, right? You have laptop. Laptop, yes, purchased. Suppose purchased in the year 2018. Means almost 2.5 years back. Okay, you have a laptop purchased in the year 2018. Yes, maybe with 1 TB disk. With 1 TB disk. That capacity 1 TB disk. With 1 TB disk. So 2018, first year, generating some data in your computer, right? In your laptop, generating some data. Maybe your personal data, maybe your company data, maybe your office data, something like that. Maybe movies downloading, you're downloading some movies. Yes, maybe your function, audios and videos, your family functions, right? So different, all the things storing into your disk, right? Okay, 2018, okay, 29, okay, 2020. So that 1 TB disk filled, still data is there. 1 TB disk filled, no space available, but still you want to store some more data. Maybe yes, movies, maybe your family function, audio or video, something like this. These things you want storage, but not possible. That means you facing a big data problem. Now this case, you facing big data problem, right? Now you facing big data problem. You facing big data problem. A big data problem, right? That means whatever data generating, that is more than the capacity. Yes, here your disk capacity is only 1 TB here, but data is more than 1 TB disk. Means you facing big data problem. Yeah, this case 100 TB, 100 TB free space here. So our data, company data is more than the capacity. That means company facing big data problem. This is called big data simply here. So what is big data? Simply can define like this. What is big data? So any amount of data generating here, any amount of data, maybe 1 TB data generating, maybe 10 GB data generating here, maybe 2 GB data, maybe MBs of data, whatever it is. Any amount of data which is beyond of storage limits, beyond of storage limits. Storage limit is called as big data. Is called as big data. This is big data definition. Is called as big data. Okay, is called as big data. So any amount of data which is beyond of storage limits, any amount of data which is beyond of your storage capacity, maybe your personal computer 1 TB disk capacity, maybe company 100 TB capacity here, but data is more than this capacity. That kind of data is called as big data. Any amount of data which is beyond of storage limit is called as big data. Right, okay. So big data really it's a big one here. Really it's a big one. Really it's a big one. Okay. 1 second. Really it's a big one. Really it's a big one. Yes, I'll tell you one more example here. Better understanding here. I'll tell you one more example. What is big data? I'll tell you one more example. See, 1 byte. 1 byte equal to 8 bits, right? 1 byte equal 8 bits. 1 byte equal 8 bits. Next, 1 KB. Next is 1 KB. 1 byte equal 8 bits. 1 KB equal to 1024 bytes. 1 KB equal 1024 bytes. Next, after KB, next MB. 1 MB is equal to here 1024 KB. After MB, next one GB. 1 GB equal to 1024 MB. After GB, next part terabytes. 1 terabyte equal to 1024 GB. After terabytes, next petabytes. Petabytes 1024 terabytes. After petabytes, next exabytes. 1 exabyte equal to 1024 petabytes. Yes, after zettabytes. 1 zettabyte equal to 1024 exabytes. Right? This is. So generate data volume is like this. Yes, KBs of data, MBs of data, GBs of data, terabytes of data, petabytes of data, exabyte of data, and zettabyte of data. 1 second. Yes, KB kilo means 10 to the power of 3. This is 10 to the power of 3. 10 to the power of 3. Kilo, next mega, 6. 10 to the power of 6. Giga, 10 to the power of 9. Tera, 10 to the power of 12. Petabytes, 15. Yes, exabyte, 18. Zettabyte, 21. Okay. Yes, in this here, up to GBs comes under small data. GBs, this is small data. Just it's a small data. Just up to GBs comes under small data. See, world is before 2010, only small data used to just GBs of data. Okay. First time Google has faced big data problem. First time Google has faced big data problem here. Yes, in 2004, Google has faced big data problem. So Google has started developing Hadoop. Yes, what is Hadoop later we'll discuss. Now up to this range is called a small data. It's a small data. See, from terabytes to zettabytes, it's a big data here. Terabytes to terabytes, zettabytes is a big data. This is big data range. So this is big data. So this big data, terabytes, zettabytes, it's a big data range. So this data, so data generating terabytes to zettabytes, this data is called as big data. Big data range. Yes, terabytes, zettabytes. Correct? Yes, for example here, let us take Facebook here. Facebook every day generating 4 petabytes of data per day here. 4 petabytes of data per day. Facebook generating 4 petabytes of data per day here. Yes, 4 petabytes. How to imagine that? Imagination. How can you imagine 4 petabytes? Terabytes, how to imagine this? Petabytes, how to? Yes, I'll tell you one calculation here, one example here. Let us take movie. What is size of movies? Yes, in terms of movies. Let us take in terms of movies here. Size of movie. Generally, size of movie, yeah, 3 GB or 4 GB, maximum 5 GB. Okay, suppose 3 GB movie. Size of movie 3 GB. 3 GB, 3 hours. Okay. Suppose more graphics are there and all these maybe 5 GB or something like that. Okay. Yes, Avatar movie 9 GB. Avatar movie 9 GB. That is. Yes, size of movie equal to 3 GB. Now here 1 terabyte is equal to how many movies? This one. 1 terabyte equal to how many movies? This we have to analyze this one here. Now you can understand. In terms of movies, if I am explaining, you can understand here. Yes. 1 terabyte equal to how many movies? See, 1 terabyte is equal to how much? 1024 GB, right? See, 1 terabyte is equal to 1024 GB. 1 terabyte equal to 1024 GB, right? Now 1024 divided by 3 GB divided by 3 is equal to here, yes, around 350, right? Yes, around 300 movies. Let us say around 300 movies. Some movie may be more than 3 GB also, around 300 movies. So 1 terabyte is equal to 300 movies. Suppose in your disk, yes, in your computer, disk is there. In that disk, 1 TB disk is there, we can store 300 movies. Yes, we can store it. 300 movies or 200 movies. Suppose maybe big movies, maybe 5 GB data. So movie size is 5 GB data. That case maybe 200 movies. 200 movies by 2. Yes, sir. 5 GB data by 5. Yes, is it 200 movies? So 1 TB data is equal to 200 movies. 1 TB data is equal to 200 movies. Like that you can analyze. Okay. In Facebook, 4 petabytes of data generating per day. 4 petabytes of data generating per day here. So 4 petabytes equal to how many movies? Let us see this. So 1 petabyte is equal to 1024 terabytes, right? So here 1 terabyte equal to 200 movies. That's clear. Okay. Now 1024 terabytes is equal to how many movies here? So how many here? 1024 multiplied by 200. So around 200. Next, let us add 3 more zeros here because of 1000. So around 20,000 movies. So 1 petabyte of data equal to 20,000 movies. Okay. So 1 petabyte of data, 20,000 movies here. See, 1 terabytes of data, yes, 200 movies here. 1 petabyte, 200 multiplied by 1000 is 20,000. Right? Okay. Yes, 4 petabytes of data. 4 petabytes of data is equal to how many here? Yes, 20,000 multiplied by 4 is equal to 80,000 movies, right? Yeah, this much of data generating in the Facebook. Reason? Yes, why that much of data generating every day here? 80,000 movies means many number of things. What's the reason here? In Facebook, yes, around 2.6 billions of accounts are there. 2.6, that means 260 crores of accounts. Yes, in Facebook, not millions, billions of accounts. Yes, 2.6 billions. 2.6 billions of accounts are there. That is 260 crores. Yes, out of this, 1.5 billions are actively working here. 1.6 billions of accounts are working actively here. Daily actively working here. Okay. Yes, of course. One person maybe 3 or 4 accounts may not be using all that accounts. Okay. See, world population. World population is around, yes, 765 crores. World population 765 crores. Yes, out of that, yes, around 260 crores of people using Facebook. That means every 3 persons, 1 person using Facebook. Every 3 persons using one Facebook, right? Okay, 1 person using Facebook. On average, right? Suppose some person may be using 3 or 4 accounts, like public accounts or private accounts or cheating or something like this, fake accounts, something like that. On average, for every 3 persons, 1 person is having Facebook accounts. So out of all the accounts here, 1.6 billions of accounts operating actively here. Actively. Then 1.5 billions of Facebook accounts generates how much data? Let us calculate this here. 1.6. So 1.1. That means 150 crores of accounts actively working here. So how much data generating here? Yes, for example, let us take each account generating 10 MB data. Okay, just you uploaded one photo, it will take 1 MB data, minimum 1 MB. Just one photo uploaded, 1 MB data. Like that on average. Yes, not 10 MB, let us take it 5 MB. 5 MB. Suppose if you uploading videos, that will take more space. Images less space, but videos will take more space. Videos 5 MB space, maybe videos or photos, something like this. Suppose each account is, let us say, 5 MB. So 150 crores, right? Let us calculate that. Yes, 150 crores. Yes, thousands, 15 lakhs. Yeah, this is thousands, 50 lakhs. Yes, 150 crores. 1 second, thousands, 10,000, 50 lakhs, 1 crore. Yes, this is 10,000, 10 lakhs. Yes, 150 crores. So this is multiplied by 5 MB is equal this much of MB data generating per day. This much of MB, right? Now this divided by 1024 converted into GBs. This much of GB data generating. Now this is divided by 1024. That means this much of terabytes of data generating per day. Yes, divided by 1024 means petabytes. Yes, 6.96 petabytes of data. That means on average each Facebook account is almost uploading 3 to 5 MB data. 3 to 5 MB data, right? So 4 petabytes of data. Yes, around 6. Got it, right? Maybe yes, so 6. So 6, 7. 7 by 2 means. So 5 by 2 means 3 MB data. Around 3 MB data uploading every day. 3 MB data. Yeah, this is calculations. 3 MB data. Each account, yes, 150 crores of accounts actively working here. Almost 50% of accounts are working actively here. They are posting that much of data every day. Yes, each account, each user 3 MB data. So finally it's a 4 petabytes of data. Yes, around 4 to 5 petabytes of data generating Facebook here. This is called big data. Yes, this kind of exam tomorrow I'll explain what are the different sources of big data, what are the big data challenges. That's tomorrow topic. Today just one introduction here. Just it's an introduction. Okay, right? Yes. So first point, what is Hadoop? First point, so what is Hadoop? Hadoop is an open source framework to store and process big data. Okay. Yes, Hadoop is an open source framework to store and process big data. Hadoop is an open source framework to store and process big data. Okay. So what is open source? Open source means it's source code available at free of cost. It can be modified. If we able to modify, that is called as open source. Hadoop is an open source means we can modify the Hadoop features. Hadoop features can be modified here. Right, okay. Next framework, ready-made one. Hadoop is ready-made one. Without any coding, we can use the Hadoop here. Right, okay. Next, big data. So what is big data here? What is big data? Okay. Suppose company storage capacity like this 100 TB, but data is more than this 100 TB. Suppose some company, there's a company with data storage capacity 100 TB, but incoming data is more than this capacity cap. That incoming data is more than the capacity of servers. That kind of data is called big data. So for example, your laptop. Suppose your laptop is 1 TB disk. Okay, 1 TB disk. Suppose 1 TB disk filled, still data is there. Means you facing big data problem. Here 100 TB disk, company facing big data problem. Next, your personal laptop. In your laptop here, 1 TB disk is there, but data generating for your work, maybe more than 1 TB. Yes, you working on different kind of, maybe your office work, maybe personal work, whatever it is here. The data is more than 1 TB, right? Means you facing big data problem. Yes, here company facing big data problem. Here you facing big data problem, right? So they call it big data here. So what is big data here? Any amount of data. Any amount of data, yes, which is beyond of any amount of data. Any amount of data which is beyond of storage limit is called as big data. Okay, so big data ranging from terabytes data, but this range is called as big data here. Yes, like 1 byte, KBs, MBs, GBs, what we discussed. Up to GBs comes under small data. It's a small data range. Terabytes and gigabytes. So this is big data range. So this is about just introduction. Next, course plan and all this we discuss here. Yeah, this is about myself. Yes, next. So this is course plan, course contents, big data concepts. Yes, Hadoop core modules, next ecosystems, and all this will be taken for 50 to 60 days. The duration totally 50 to 60 days here. Hadoop value in itself 50 days, minimum 50 days. Spark and Scale are different here. Spark and Scale is a different course that will be for 45 days. 45 days. So this Hadoop. Hadoop, Spark and Scale is different one. Okay. Yes, classes Monday to Saturday. Time same time. Yes, 9:15 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. IST. 1 hour 15 minutes. Sometimes maybe extending for next 15 minutes also. 9:15 to 10:45. Just you prepare for this 9:15 to 10:45. So Monday to Saturday class. Okay. Next, daily recordings providing daily recordings. Daily recordings available. Look at that live videos. Yes, after finishing this class, yes, I will upload into Google Drive. You can watch it. Yes, we are creating separate drive for your guys. For you guys, just uploading it to that Google Drive. Okay, Google Drive. Yes, you can watch it after finishing class within 1 hour. That recording will be available. So 10:30 finishing your back class means by 11:30 will be available. That has to process 11:30 12 o'clock. By 12 o'clock, that recording will be available. You can watch it. Okay. Yes, apart from this, some WhatsApp group creating. WhatsApp group. So WhatsApp group. Yes, in WhatsApp group, yes, I'll inform everything here. Any doubts are there, just ping in WhatsApp group. I'll respond. 24/7 support is available, except nights 12 to 7 a.m. Except this, rest of the time, yes, almost, yes, you can, anytime you can ping me, I'll respond it here. Except this time, yes, or maybe, yes, in office meetings, sometimes maybe in office meetings, that time also may not be available. Yes, except this time office meeting, except these two cases, other cases, no problem. I can respond. Maximum I'll try to respond here. Yes, I'm like a friend, like a friendly interaction with me. So what are doubts you have, you can ping me in WhatsApp. Yes, I'll respond. Yes, every technical doubts I can respond. Okay, suppose any issue facing in setups, yes, I'll connect your computer. Yes, personal caring is there. Yes, I'll connect your computer. I'll do the setup here. Suppose something like yes, something like suppose issue facing Hadoop setup. I'll connect your computer. I'll set up this Linux setup. Yes, all the setups. If any issue is facing, I will do that here. Okay. Any problems, any kind of things, any technical problems here for anything, just ping me in WhatsApp. I'll respond. Any questions, any doubts, yes, always I'll be interact with you. It's a friendly environment. Okay. Yes, system configuration minimum better to have i5. Yes, i5. Yes, next step. Yes, 8 GB RAM, i5, 8 GB RAM. Yeah, disk 100 GB disk is enough here. 100 GB disk. So i5 processor, 8 GB RAM. Yes, 100 GB disk. 4 GB RAM also okay, fine, no problem. But here very slowly running here. So better to have 8 GB RAM. i5, 8 GB, 100 GB disk is okay. So this configuration is okay here. This is okay. Yeah, 2 GB graphic card is okay. 2 GB. Okay. Yes. Next, any doubts? Any doubts, guys? Still doubts are there. Tomorrow also you can ask me. No problem. Okay. See the classes for next 3 days. After that you can decide. Just see the class for next 3 days. After that you can decide whether to join or not. Okay. See, my experience is unlimited. I have a lot of experience. Many scenarios. Yes. Here, unbelievable. Yes, unbelievable. Yes, experience here. This is unbelievable technology I'm giving here. So generally here, anyone will explain technology, but my way is different here. Completely my experience. Yes, different areas I'm working here, all that experience here. So whatever I work in real time, same experience I'm going to deliver you. Okay, first I'll explain about technology. After that, what are the scenarios using real-time project? That scenarios will be explaining here. Okay. For technology explanation, much time is not necessary, but experience, different scenarios. I'm taking a lot of time for a lot of, yes, many number of scenarios. Okay, my experience is unlimited here. Lot of experience, big data, Hadoop area, Linux and Java area. Yes, completely real-time oriented. This is completely my whatever I working in job here. Same thing I'll be explaining for you. Yes. Any doubts? Yes, WhatsApp group. Yes, yes. Next class, sir. Later I'll give the WhatsApp number. Later we'll create the WhatsApp group. Not now, later. After 2 or 3 days. Okay. Yes. Any other doubts? If no doubts, let us wind up for today. Tomorrow, today course plan about myself introduction, course plan, all this explained here. Tomorrow, starting actual topic. Free and all this, just you talk to online team. Okay. Online team will give all the details. Technical part is from my side. Technical doubts and all this. That commercial issues and all this, just talk to online team. They'll inform you. Okay. Yeah. So thank you guys. Yes, let us wind up session for today. Yes, if any queries tomorrow, just please, yes, please come out with your queries. Tomorrow I'll answer all the queries. Still any queries are there? Is it okay for today? If no doubts, if no queries, let us wind up session. Okay. Yes, see the classes for 3 to 4 days, no issue. This whole week also you can see. Yes, Monday, today Monday, up to Friday, Saturday also you can see. After 3 or 4 classes, you can decide. The way of I'm teaching here, the way of teaching tells having experience or not. The faculty way, how that faculty is teaching here. Just try to observe that the way I am teaching here, the way I am presenting, try to observe it here so that you can find it, having experience or not. Just you attend for 3 to 4 classes. Yes, up to Friday you can attend, no problem. After that you can decide it, no issue. Right, okay? Yeah. So thank you guys. See you tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow sharply at 9:15 starting class. Of course, today at 9:15 started sharply. Tomorrow also 9:15 to 10:30 sharply. Right? Yeah. Thank you guys. See you tomorrow. Let us wind up session.